the extras, it surprises people. Yes, baseboards, window frames, and of course, toilets. Not maids, trained technicians. Exactly. In Brazil, my grandparents taught me to live my life without guilt. Yes, more time means better, bigger life. Yes, with spotless cleaning, you live it. Plus, have a clean house. SpotlesscleaningNC.com.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am Commissioner Edwin Quarles, and welcome to Thrive Here Live at the Town of Huntersville. I always say we're going to have a great show today, and I assure you we're going to have a great show today. I have Miss Leah Trowbridge. Leah is an attorney, a leader, a woman who is a joy to be around. I call her a friend. Leah has a passion for nonprofit organizations. Leah, good morning.
Good morning to you, Edwin.
How are
So
you?
nice to be here.
Hey, I was so excited when I kept acting like a little kid for Christmas. I'm gonna have Leah Trowbridge on the show with me
Oh,
tomorrow.
geez.
Hey, you my friend. You are funny. The average person don't know how funny you are.
Oh, gosh.
We're gonna bring it out
A
today.
little pressure.
Yeah, and I told you I was gonna be serious. I started off joking already.
All right. I know. You know me well enough to know this is right about the peak of my caffeine high in the morning. So let's get going
Let's
because
get
I
going.
see
Matter of
you've got
fact,
your Mountain Dew.
I need it this morning. Oh my stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was a great way to start the week.
With you.
Yeah. Well, with you
Oh
and
man,
on this show.
that is it. I always ask you when I see you, how is your mom?
Thank you. You do. My mom is fabulous. She is about to turn 80.
Wow.
She lived in this area when I did first, about
Okay.
25 years ago, when she was younger than I am now. So I know how she was involved back then. And then she's come back in the last couple of years and is living in Antiquity in Cornelius.
Okay.
Loves the North Mech Rec Center
Great place
um,
too.
and all of the community opportunities there are to be out and about. So she's loving life here.
Does she know that you're on the show with me today?
She does not because I wouldn't want her to get so frustrated trying to figure out how to get it on YouTube. So my job is always I'll go hang out with her sometime in the next day or two and I'll bring it up. Yeah,
After the show, I'm going to send you the link and you can just share it with mom.
thank you.
And she can help our ratings go up too.
Always, always. She loves this community. Obviously she loves me. She loves the McIntosh law firm. So she is all about spreading the word.
Oh, spreading the word. Your mother told me something when I first met her. I will not tell you what she told me. And I told her it will always remain a secret. So I don't kiss and
Oh,
tell.
mothers.
Oh, wow. Wow. You said your mother was born here?
No, she
From
lived,
Chicago.
yes, that's why I was born in Chicago. My parents brought us down here to Raleigh in the mid to late 70s, back when Raleigh was first going through, probably maybe the Carolinas first, like infiltration of people that aren't from around here.
Yeah.
Because I lived in a neighborhood where, we were from Chicago, but everybody else was from somewhere else, New England, every kind of state up and down the eastern seaboard. So I've always had that sense of North Carolina being a place that people want to come to.
So I take it you were born in Chicago.
I was. That's where I learned how to talk. So
Okay.
I've always gotten the whole, you're not from around here.
But where were you raised?
Raleigh, from the time I was 7.
Okay.
So,
No, what brought you? I mean, how did you just end up here
uh,
in the Lake and Norman area?
so when my husband and I were considering after my law school and his residency where we would want to go to be 20-somethings who were going to be starting in business and starting a family and all that sort of thing, we just literally studied the map. He was from Virginia. I was from North
Okay.
Carolina, had family in Florida, and we kind of looked all around on the map and said, that seems like a really neat place. We've got some friends there because it's Charlotte.
Yes.
But look at that Lake Norman area. That seems like a great place to be. And that was 1996, 1997.
Wow. I came to this area in 1996. I'm from Virginia. What part of Virginia is your husband?
Ex-husband, but still co-parenting.
Okay.
Two awesome kids, which I'm sure we'll get to, because you're not going to let anything go unaddressed in this show. I know you. From the DC suburbs.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from Richmond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reston, Loudoun County, out west of DC.
I know that area very well.
Yeah.
I used to be stationed at Dover Air Force Base, and I used to travel back through that area.
I still have nieces and nephews that I'm so close to up there and stuff. And talk about a growing area that if you take 7 out of DC into the Reston area, it used to be kind of a 2-lane little road.
Do they have traffic?
Oh, yeah. Now it's 4 or 6 lanes and
now being in Lake Norman. What do you like about the Lake Norman area, and just what do you like about Lake Norman area?
Yeah. So, as I said, I moved here as a young person because I thought this is a great place to raise a family, great place for business opportunity, and invited my mother to come even back then because I thought that it's a great place for anybody at any age. And so I moved away in 2004. And when it was time for me, my kids were leaving the house. And I thought, this is a great opportunity for me to pivot in my own life and in my own career. And let me be really thoughtful and intentional about what I'm going to do. I always stayed friends with Bob McIntosh, even though I was out and about for 16, 17 years. We were always friends, and we were always having conversations. And it was time for me to start talking to my best of friends and colleagues over the years. And I said, I might go to Raleigh, where I'm from. Might end up in the Wilmington area or something. And he said, well, why wouldn't you think of coming back here? So I did, and maybe to his regret. I don't think so. I don't think so yet. But I came back here, and I lived in Cornelius for 6 years. But as a single woman, I love outdoor activities. I love walking. Anytime it's a nice day, I want to be out and about. I'd rather walk to the grocery store and all that kind of stuff. So I decided to settle in Davidson. So I am now a Davidson resident. So I can walk everywhere.
Well, you mentioned walking, you mentioned reading. What about dancing?
Well, we've got our concerts at the Circle in Davidson and on the Green, and you get me in the right atmosphere. And you joined us at what is it? Applause for the Cause.
That was awesome.
You were there, recognized by every cause that was there, appreciated you being there. So I know you had to do your best to yell and clap and have a good time for everybody in the room.
And I had a good time too.
Yeah.
A really good time.
But so that was a really fun event where we were doing a lot of dancing and plenty of yelling and clapping.
You ever thought about going on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, stop. Yeah, absolutely not. How about that? I would embarrass my kids to no end.
You can dance. You can get it in. I'm like, wow.
For the right cause.
Okay, so for the right cause. But yeah, you just did a very good job. But
Thank you.
One thing we're going to do is we have to pay some bills. So I'm going to go ahead and go to a quick commercial. So you out there in listener land, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Thrive Here Live in the town of Huntersville.
You live here, you work here, you thrive here. It's Thrive Here Live, sponsored in part by Blue Oak Realty Group. Back with more, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, after a warm finish to the weekend, a bit of a cooler start as we kick off a brand new work week around Lake Norman. Plenty of sunshine. We're a little less windy, but cooler. High temperatures only in the mid-60s for our Monday. We'll drop back into the mid-30s around the lake overnight. Outlying spots and farms could get a little closer to the freezing mark, then get back into the upper 60s. Tuesday, we're back to the 70s by middle of the week. That's your forecast. From the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The crowning achievement in clean. Smarter waste solutions start with Crown Waste and Recycling, serving homes and businesses across the Lake Norman area. From compactors and roll-offs to full recycling services. Affordable, environmentally conscious, and woman-owned. We're Clean Rain Supreme. Call 704-2222-639 today.
Here Here's your WSIC community calendar. Join the Hickory Christmas Show to kick off the holiday season in style. Start a new family tradition with a visit to the show on December 5th through the 7th at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. Visit hickorychristmasshow.com for more information. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway begins on Friday and runs through January 4th. The drive-through holiday light show features more than 5 million lights circling the iconic oval, pit road, and infield road course. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets and information on Speedway Christmas. The Fall Frenzy 5K is happening on Saturday at ESC Park in Troutman. This run and walk benefits the Iredell County Crosby Scholars to support college and career access for Iredell students. Runners, walkers, and well-behaved pets are invited. There will be a DJ, food trucks, face painting, games, post-race snacks, and awards. Visit crosbyscholars.org to register and for more information. Ray Everaham's 13th annual Americana Live Car Show is Saturday. The show is open to all cars and held at Train Technologies in Davidson. 100% of the proceeds will be donated to the Ignite Community Center to benefit young adults with high-functioning autism or Asperger's syndrome. Visit AmericanaLive.com for more information.
The Renaissance Festival is back Saturdays and Sundays now through November 23rd. A non-stop outdoor family adventure. Huzzah! Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com while supplies last.
Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Are you sick of running out of hot water? Whether it's in the middle of a shower or doing dishes, cold water's never fun. Say goodbye to those surprises with a Rinnai tankless water heater from GMV Energy. This energy-efficient propane-powered solution heats water instantly, so you'll never run out again. Plus, it saves money and frees up space. Propane models start at just $295 after rebates. Visit any G&V Energy location or gbenergy.com to learn more.
All right, we're back with more from the Town of Huntersville on WSIC 105.9, 100.7, 1400 AM. Local starts here.
All right, welcome back to Thrive Here Live at the Town of Huntersville. I am Commissioner Edwin Quarles, and I have a special guest who's a very good friend of mine, Miss Leah Trowbridge. Leah is a leader. She's a woman who is a joy to be around. She's a lot of fun. She loves nonprofit organizations. And as I said again, she's a friend of mine. Before we went into break, Leah, you mentioned college. Now, you are a graduate of University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
Go Heels, yep.
You have a son who followed mom's lead and went to Chapel Hill. But then you had a son that went to Duke. Was he like the prodigal child or something? Why did he do that?
Good for, well, his dad went to Duke.
Okay.
And I do spell that D-O-O-K. Sorry. Love you, William, but we know.
Yeah.
And so it has continued what has always been a fun dynamic in my family. I actually grew up an NC State fan because when I moved to Raleigh in 1976 and started at the local public school in second grade, that was the first thing I learned about North Carolina is it was all about basketball and colleges because we would divide up on the playground and the PE teachers would divide us up by Wake Forest in this corner, NC State, Carolina, and Duke is how you would divide into your force. And they might have to move people around a little bit to even it up. Because I that is one of my first memories of moving here was going, what the heck does all this mean? So my mom was going to graduate school. Back to my mom. My mom was going to graduate school at NC State in 1983 when Valvano won the ACC and then NCAA championships. And I went running around my neighborhood with a cowbell, whooping it up. So, long history of enjoying the Triangle teams. Yeah. We've got such a great university here with UNC Charlotte.
Absolutely.
And great college options here. But yes, I have one that just graduated in May with actually a joint degree from Carolina and Duke in biomedical engineering. And then my other one has a Duke diploma with his major was environmental science and public policy.
Okay. Now, you are a seasoned attorney, and most of your career you've been doing estate planning and estate administration.
hmm
Are there other ways that you've used your law degree?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I mean, inherently, the fun part about being a lawyer is our training is in critical thinking and research and how to develop solutions to problems.
Yes.
So it's been a great background to have, no matter what activity I'm in. As you know, sometimes when I'm involved with a nonprofit, I do offer some legal advice, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Um, but just as a matter, like, would I say it's a good idea to go to law school to a young person that was thinking about it? For sure, because it gives you so many different options and ways to go through life. So, and I've taken quite a few with either working in nonprofits or working for law firms or teaching
Yes.
at the law school
Teaching.
level. Um, all with my law degree.
I believe I missed my calling for law. I represented myself. I did pro se during the custody battle for my daughter.
hmm
Had some pretty bad attorneys and just got tired of paying that money.
hmm
And I got the best results when I went pro se.
Interesting, and
Yeah.
I can believe that of you. I do not recommend do it yourself
Yeah.
in legal processes or creating legal documents. Except for you, I would make that exception.
You are a real good
Absolutely.
friend. Oh man, you're gonna make me smile. Now, who do you work for? What law firm do you work for?
So I was the third attorney that Bob McIntosh hired. He formed the McIntosh Law Firm. He had been working down in Charlotte. He's from Pineville.
hmm
His whole family is from the Davidson and Lake Norman area, going all the way back to the 1700s. He was raised in Pineville, worked for a time he and I are both undergraduate and law school graduates of Carolina. And so he worked for a while in the Triangle area, worked for a while in Charlotte, and then in 1997 opened up the McIntosh Law Firm
Okay.
in Cornelius. And I moved into his neighborhood in Island Forest down Bethelwood Road, and joined the firm in early 1998.
Okay.
Worked there for a bit and got amazing experience in what it's like to be a general practitioner. I concentrated on the estate planning for the law firm, but then immediately was out and about because we were involved, because Bob is the biggest community supporter. I don't think anybody listening could possibly say that they haven't seen the McIntosh
Yeah.
Law Firm logo on so many things that matter to this community. But so I took to that, I was like, oh yeah, I'll be the one that goes to this chamber function and
Yeah.
things like that, because I really just enjoy being out in the community and meeting people and figuring out, again, the McIntosh Law Firm doesn't just throw money at things for the advertising,
Yeah.
right? And for the bling factor. We are invited because Bob is always getting involved. Take that extra step to be able to
It
understand
shows.
what the community needs, what these different organizations need. And it's not about the lawyering. It's
Yeah.
about being a community servant,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Which is what you and I have so much in common. Seeing the need and meeting it. And to the extent that we have some legal expertise that we can sometimes help out with, great. Otherwise, we're just a firm that likes to jump in with both feet.
Yeah, I was going to ask you too about some of the community involvement with the McIntosh Law Firm, because you see them everywhere,
hmm
and it shows that Mr. Bob McIntosh gives from his heart.
hmm
He's the type. I think he's hide behind the scene and doing a good deed. Matter of fact, not a good deed, a great deed
Mhm.
for our community.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let me start with the town of Huntersville. How about that?
Yes.
Bob is very involved with Rural Hill.
Okay.
So, again, if you're new to the area, Rural Hill is out, Latta Plantation, down Beatty's Ford
And
Road.
Neck Road.
Yes. And it is a year-round facility that is historical. Darn, I should have looked up exactly what it is. It's like the old Davidson plantation
Yeah,
or something. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it goes all the way back to the beginnings of our area.
Yes.
And it hosts activities year round. We have the Scottish Games that are usually the second or third weekend every April. And this past weekend, there was a dog trials, the border collies and
Okay.
stuff like that, running around and doing their thing. And it was really well attended by the community. We had Rural Hill had a corn maze
Yes, I was going to ask you about the corn maze. Yeah.
that groups and individuals go out
Yeah.
and have that fun. They have like a scavenger hunt and kind of an information hunt
Yeah.
through the corn maze to get through it, as if I need it to be any harder to get out of a maze that I'm supposed to be answering a bunch of questions to. So yes, so I would say Bob and the McIntosh law firm very involved in the Huntersville community in
Yes.
particular that way. And then we're big supporters of Big Day at the Lake. The probably longest running, one of the largest supporters consistently of Big Day at the Lake since
Wow.
its inception. Love the Kane Center.
Who can't not love the Kane Center?
Right.
Yes.
And just about anything else that's out there. I am always amazed. I will go, like, I did run for the Green, Davidson Land Conservancy.
Yes.
There we are, right? I didn't even, when I got back here 5 years ago, as I was getting back out into the community, I was like, oh, there we are again. Oh, there we are again. The Turkey Trot in Davidson, that I
Trot,
think
yeah.
this is year 3.
Mhm.
We're sponsoring that. That's a fabulous time. You'll see me out trotting, maybe. That's closer to a waddle than a run. Just telling you now, I'm not going to be breaking any land speed records. But what a great time.
Yeah, I'm going to miss the
so-
turkey trot this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
this is my year to be with my mom for Thanksgiving, so
nice.
I'm going to be in Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah, and not surprising,
Yeah.
my mom will be joining us in the turkey trot because it's for all ages and all abilities, and it's just about getting out there.
Is your mom coming to that fancy Christmas party that you guys host?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Absolutely huge supporters of the chamber.
Yes.
The McIntosh Law Firm is having our annual Business After Hours December 11th, Thursday, from 5:30 to 7:30. There are anywhere from 250 to 300 people there every year.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Food and drink, but again, it's about community. I mean,
Yeah.
we all join the chamber because of whatever business association we have.
Yeah.
But we stay in the chamber and we participate in the chamber because we realize it really is about coming together, getting to know each other
Yes.
as business owners and people. And then that's what ends up strengthening our businesses as we go through.
There's so much going on, and we're going to touch on the chamber
Mhm.
here soon. There is so much going on with the chamber, and I think people out in the listening land want to know what's going on. So we're going to take one more break. Come back after this break, we'll dive into what's going on with the chamber. So buckle up, because I'm
There
going to
we
have a few
go.
questions for you. A lot of fun
Sounds
stuff.
good.
Yep. So for those out there in the listening land, we'll be right back. We're going to take a break, and we'll see you on the other end of Thrive Here Live in the town of Huntersville.
Sit tight. We'll be back with more after this on WSIC 1059 100.7 1400 AM. Local starts here.
Well, after a warm finish to the weekend, a bit of a cooler start as we kick off a brand new work week around Lake Norman. Plenty of sunshine. We're a little less windy, but cooler. High temperatures only in the mid-60s for our Monday. We'll drop back into the mid-30s around the lake overnight. Outlying spots and farms could get a little closer to the freezing mark, then get back into the upper 60s. Tuesday, we're back to the 70s by middle of the week. That's your forecast. From the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts.
The Southern Christmas Show, November 13th through 23rd at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Buy tickets at southernChristmasShow.com, courtesy of Craft Body Scan.
The Southern Christmas Show.
Life is filled with uncertainties. Your career, your health, your relationships. So how can you plan for your future if separation and divorce are on your horizon? Eileen Stoner, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst at Morgan Stanley, can help. And the great thing is, she's right here in Lake Norman. To make an appointment with Eileen, call 704-896-9138. The use of the CDFA designation does not permit the rendering of legal advice by Morgan Stanley or its financial advisors, which may only be done by a licensed attorney. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC, member SIPC.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Inspire your team and gallop to greatness. Our horses at Willow Equine are outstanding at working with people on leadership and team building skills, perfect for corporate retreats. Visit willowequine.com as you gallop to greatness.
Harrison's is the home of Work Western, and wow! For nearly 30 years, our family has been boots on the ground when it comes to work. We have the largest selection of in-stock boots in the Carolinas and the best workwear brands like Harriet, Carhartt, and Wrangler. Find us on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Some concern in financial markets today as investors brace for a backlog of financial data, including some jobs reports that were held up by the government shutdown. Also, it's a big week for quarterly results with chipmaker NVIDIA reporting. Peter Thiel's hedge fund, Thiel Macro, meantime sold off its holdings in NVIDIA last quarter. That's not helping either. American Airlines may have been harder hit by the shutdown than some other airlines. Group sales transactions observed by Bloomberg's second measure showed the biggest decline among airlines for the week ending November 9. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, creating his own artificial intelligence startup called Project Prometheus. It's gotten more than $6 billion in funding, partly from Bezos. And some unloved jobs are finally getting a second look. With hiring slowing, job seekers are apparently applying for roles that used to be shunned in the past, including things like prison guard, trash collector, and directing traffic. Denise Pellegrini, Bloomberg Radio.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here. All right, we're back with more from the Town of Huntersville on WSIC 105.9, 100.7, 1400 AM. Local starts here.
Welcome back to Thrive Here Live in the Town of Huntersville. I'm Commissioner Edwin Quarles, and I have a very special guest today. I have Miss Leah Trowbridge. Leah is an attorney, and we just learned that she's an attorney with the McIntosh Law Firm. Leah is a leader. She's a woman who is a joy to be around. She's a lot of fun. Leah can dance. Leah also has a passion for people, and again, I'm happy to call her a friend. I don't call many people friends, but when I say friend, it's from the heart.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, right before break, we were talking about the community involvement with the McIntosh Law Firm, and we mentioned the chamber. They're very active with the chamber, but something exciting is coming on with the chamber in 2026. Tell us what this big excitement is.
All right. Before I do that, the two things that I did not mention about the McIntosh Law Firm that I need to mention. Number one, we have a hometown hero program, which gets right back into where Bob just knows how to dig in. We have a hometown hero program and it is open for the entire Lake Norman community to nominate. Go to our website and you can nominate someone who you feel has been kind of unrecognized, who really deserves the recognition and gets a contribution to the charity of their choice from the McIntosh Law Firm.
Oh, wow.
We do, I think there are 4 of them, 4 opportunities.
Okay.
We give the award at Davidson basketball home games.
Okay.
And so that's open right now. And also from November 17th through the 21st, we are organizing a community food drive.
Okay.
We are located in the Cotton Mill in Davidson, where Brickhouse Tavern is at one end and we're at the other.
Yes.
And so we will be collecting food that we are contributing to the Ada Jenkins Center.
That is too cool.
Yeah. So, yes, very exciting times. I am the 2026 incoming chair of the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We have a lot of fun things and some things that are really new and exciting. So this year, 2025, was the first year of our new initiative, an AI Summit, that was spearheaded and is spearheaded by Michael Osborne, Town of Cornelius Commissioner.
Good friend of mine.
Yes, and he and I collaborate to produce that event. It was so much fun this past year, and we are having it again at the Kane Center Wednesday, February 25th.
Okay.
And it is going to be it started out as, like a lot of us, oh, AI, that sounds interesting. I'm a little nervous, or maybe I've given it a try. And so this year was, what is AI, and kind of getting your feet wet. And this coming year is really about, most of us have tried it now and figured out we're not really sure, or it didn't work, or it did. And it's going to be really focused on what have the cases so far taught us.
Okay.
And how can it's designed for our chamber members, small, medium-sized businesses, bring in all the local experts to actually figure out how can you apply AI to the kind of term of art out there right now is 10x your business, right?
Yes.
How to differentiate yourself, because we can all say the same thing into AI, and you got to wonder if we're all getting the same thing back, right? So how to make the most of that. We have, the chamber, we are partnering with the North Carolina Chamber. We haven't gotten final approval for this yet from the insurance commissioner, but we are hoping to be able to provide health insurance for small to medium-sized businesses starting in January of 2026. So I feel like the more we say it, the more it's definitely going to happen.
Yes.
Tremendous opportunity, because don't we all know that healthcare and health insurance are one of the most frustrating things that we as individuals and as business owners have to deal with. So hopefully we're going to be providing a great option for chamber members to provide reasonable, really competitive health insurance. And we have the Serve pickleball facility opened up. The Salzmans are, again, awesome community members. Robin Salzman is on our board. Jack's a past chair. And we are planning to have an event in 2026 there for, again, chamber members to get together, celebrate, and come together. We have, let me look at my notes because I feel like I'm always going to forget something. We have our traditional events. Another relatively new but growing event is our fabulously now sold out and done foundation breakfast that we're having tomorrow morning.
I can taste the bacon already.
All right. Yes. What a great way to start out the day. It's members of the chamber coming together that has nothing to do with our own earnings. It's truly the charitable opportunity where we give money that goes directly to help support the local workforce. So this year we're giving to Bridge of Hearts and Cornelius's Early Start program. The beneficiaries of that annual event change year to year, but it's designed as an opportunity to give back to the folks who are boots on the ground for all of our local businesses.
I mentioned nonprofits. I can see you smile when you mention give back. And again, you truly are a servant. You are a servant.
Thank you.
And that's why we have that good bond, because we have so many things in common. I love giving back. I love supporting nonprofit organizations. Not only does the Town of Huntersville give, but I'm also a donor to nonprofit organizations, because when the nonprofits do well, our towns do well as well.
Absolutely. I have always been interested in my career, but the years that I was at home 100% focused on raising my children, I jumped in with 2 feet, getting involved with their schools, getting involved with our neighborhood swim team and things like that. And I realized from that it was a lot of really smart, active doing, stay-at-home parents who make so many of our schools and activities for our kids and community resources run because they give their time. It's the same thing with the chamber and those of us that are working it's those opportunities that we have to give back and connect with each other that really is what matters.
Correct.
And then the work comes and then the profit comes.
Yes.
Right.
You mentioned possible starting in January that the chamber will be able to offer health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
What are some other reasons a business should join the Lake Norman Chamber? Because this is a very active chamber.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the board there, but would you just share with the listening audience reasons for joining?
So if you tune into Bill Russell's show, and if you're a member of the chamber, you have an opportunity to be on Bill Russell's show. Opportunity number one.
Yes.
He's the president of our chamber, and so I'm trying to channel what are the really top 2 or 3 business reasons. When you join our chamber, you automatically get involved with our visitor center, and you have an opportunity to promote your business that way. We have over 800 companies, so you become part of an organization that you can take part in any of the activities and sponsor or host any of the activities, so that the other 800 businesses hear about you that way.
That's a lot.
Yeah, right out of the gate, right? Yeah. Google automatically bumps you up. So when people are Googling, I need a handyman to do this, when they move into the area, your business will pop up sooner.
Yeah.
Higher towards the top, if not the top, because of your involvement with the chamber.
Yeah.
And then this was kind of funny because I knew this question was coming. We have fabulous ambassadors that visit our members regularly.
They're really awesome.
Yeah. So if you have if you're a chamber member right now, if you have a question about what am I getting out of my chamber membership, or deciding whether or not to join the chamber, one of our ambassadors who's fabulous, and several of our owners will pipe in when we're having these orientation meetings and go, if you just go to the after hours and before hours,
Yes.
you can eat a free meal 2 or 3 times a week.
Yes.
And here's me. So I was on my way over this morning, and occasionally I will splurge and buy a nice pair of sunglasses, right?
Yeah.
So those are always the ones that you lose or can't find.
Correct.
Right? I've been through all my pocketbooks, underneath every seat in my car. So I've been wearing these. I got these at the business after hours at People's Bank. They were out, and I grabbed a pair.
See?
And thank goodness I did. I had a nice hangout, glass of wine, appetizers. I got to hang out with my friends like you and all the other business owners,
And
or
they
we
look
could
good on
talk
you, too.
business.
Matter of
Thank you.
fact,
Thank you.
my camera's over there. That is a great photo right there. Oh man, your mom would love to see
These
that
are the
photo.
ones that I will probably never, ever lose, right? And they just had them out as one of the goodies you could grab.
Well,
So
speaking of your
the
chamber,
benefits are endless,
oh, look at that. I have a McIntosh pen.
right?
I needed
There
one
you go.
the other day, and I just took it out of your office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
So
And
tell
then, so when somebody needs something, I will dig around in my pocketbook. And sometimes I've got somebody's card that I collected at a business after hours,
That's it.
right? And things like that.
Yeah.
So, why wouldn't you join the chamber?
All right. Well, I want them to stay around, hang around. We'll take another break. We'll be right back with Thrive Here Live in the
All
town
right.
of Huntersville.
Sit tight. We'll be back with more after this on WSIC 1059 100.7 1400 AM. Local starts here.
Well, after a warm finish to the weekend, a bit of a cooler start as we kick off a brand new work week around Lake Norman. Plenty of sunshine. We're a little less windy, but cooler. High temperatures only in the mid-60s for our Monday. We'll drop back into the mid-30s around the lake overnight. Outlying spots and farms could get a little closer to the freezing mark, then get back into the upper 60s. Tuesday, we're back to the 70s by middle of the week. That's your forecast. For the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Join the Hickory Christmas Show to kick off the holiday season in style. Start a new family tradition with a visit to the show on December 5th through the 7th at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. Visit hickorychristmasshow.com for more information. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway begins on Friday and runs through January 4th. The drive-through holiday light show features more than 5 million lights circling the iconic oval, pit road, and infield road course. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets and information on Speedway Christmas. The Fall Frenzy 5K is happening on Saturday at ESC Park in Troutman. This run and walk benefits the Iredell County Crosby Scholars to support college and career access for Iredell students. Runners, walkers, and well-behaved pets are invited. There will be a DJ, food trucks, face painting, games, post-race snacks, and awards. Visit crosbyscholars.org to register and for more information. Ray Everham's 13th annual Americana Live Car Show is Saturday. The show is open to all cars and held at Train Technologies in Davidson. 100% of the proceeds will be donated to the Ignite Community Center to benefit young adults with high-functioning autism or Asperger's syndrome. Visit AmericanaLive.com for more information.
The Renaissance Festival is back Saturdays and Sundays now through November 23rd. A non-stop outdoor family adventure. Huzzah! Tickets available online only at renfestinfo.com while supplies last.
Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
All right, we're back with more from the Town of Huntersville on WSIC 105.9, 100.7, 1400 AM. Local starts here.
All right, welcome back to Thrive Here Live in the Town of Huntersville. I am Commissioner Edwin Quarles, and today we have a very special guest. We have my friend, Miss Leah Trowbridge. Leah is an attorney with the McIntosh Law Firm. Leah is also the incoming chairwoman for the Lake Norman Chamber for the year of 2026. Leah is a leader. She's a woman who has a passion for what she does. She's a joy to be around. And again, I always say she's my friend. Every time I see Leah, I always say, hey, how's your mom doing?
Yeah.
We had some good stuff we were talking about before the break, but we left out two events that's coming up with the Chamber. One is the Lake Norman Chamber Nonprofit Roundtable.
Yes.
That's on December 3rd at the Serve Pickleballing Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. That right there is, I guess, what leaders just get together and just socialize with nonprofits, or
Yeah, because I mean, they're a really distinct niche
Yes.
of our business community. So it's an opportunity for nonprofits to come together and share their challenges, meet each other, figure out where their synergies are, where they might be able to fill in gaps for the community and that sort of thing. So
Yes.
good stuff.
You're with the Ada Jenkins, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I am. I'm on the board there. That was another one where when I lived in this area from 98 to 2004, and I was very involved in the chamber as a small business owner. I had worked at one point for the McIntosh Law Firm. I was on a very early Ada Jenkins Center board that at the time, health clinic was one of the things discussed that might work well in that venue. And boy, has it come a long way since then.
I'm very impressed with the Ada Jenkins Center.
Yeah. It's really vital to this area.
Yes. We changed our town board meetings to Tuesdays, and now I can't participate at the board meetings with Ada Jenkins, but that right there is a group that I really enjoyed my time on the board there. One more thing we got going on. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just going to say, with the SNAP benefits being challenged right now, Ada Jenkins, immediately stepped up. That's where the McIntosh Law Firm's food drive is going to go. But that's just another example of where they have the kind of the constant trying to make sure that North Mecklenburg residents have access to everything that Mecklenburg has to offer without trying to figure out how to go uptown, which is a segue back to you talking about your veterans office in a minute. But also that ability to flexibly jump on community needs that are immediate.
Yes.
So.
One more thing is a big vacation coming up for the chamber.
Yeah.
Fill us in on that.
So, I'm forgetting her last name. Jen with Explore More.
Okay.
She is a chamber member.
Yes.
She's helping organize regular trips for the Kane Center. She is organizing a trip in 2026 for chamber members or non-chamber members and their spouses, family, friends. Bring them all.
Yeah.
To Portugal, which that trip is from September 25th to October 3rd of 2026.
Wow.
And it's southern Portugal. It should be absolutely lovely. And yeah, I mean, I love to travel, so I'm taking a serious look at that trip.
I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of wine drinking on that trip.
I think so. I know there's a cork factory tour involved,
Oh,
so
wow.
I assume it's going to be not just about corking, but uncorking as well.
Now, with this trip, will the cost cover excursions?
Yes. It's a very thoughtfully curated trip. It is created by Colette, which is a very old, so very well established and well connected travel organization that
Okay.
does a lot of like NPR and universities and kind of big institutional curated trips for like-minded people.
Awesome.
People that have something in common that would want to travel together.
We have something in common. I like to talk and you like to talk. I'm going to give you a chance
Good,
to ask me a
because
question.
I wasn't forgetting, because as soon as I talked about Ada Jenkins, I thought, you know what, we are always challenged in North Mecklenburg, whether it's our school system, our transportation
Oh,
that we
yeah.
didn't really get into, because that's maybe an hour in and of itself.
Yes.
The 1 cent sales tax. So that would be, I don't want to get into it now because that's just really, really exciting. It's going to hit the ground
Absolutely.
next year and so fundamentally affect our community
Correct.
forever.
Yes.
That I was always also involved in 25 years ago when we were talking about the original commuter
Yes.
train up to this area. But North Mecklenburg has been a growing, vital part of this area, but to the extent that is also inherently meant that the modes of travel, we may only be 20 miles from Statesville, Concord, Salisbury, Charlotte,
Yes.
but it is very challenging to get to any of those places, especially if you don't have reliable transportation
Correct.
that you can afford on your own.
Correct.
So that's one of the reasons why I love being involved with Ada Jenkins, and that's one of the reasons why I love talking to you about what you're involved in, because you getting that veteran center
Oh, thank you.
up to the town of Huntersville to give us that resource is again such a game changer. So tell us a little bit about that.
It is a game changer. Yes. Obviously, I'm a veteran. I served in the Air Force. I have a passion for veterans, and it's sad that you may have a veterans counselor, but they don't tell veterans what they're entitled to. We raise our right hand to serve, so people can have freedom, but they're not really taken care of. I've met so many veterans that in the local area that will not file for any type of benefits or compensation. But it's not just for the veteran, but the veteran's dependents as well.
Mm-hmm.
They say, I don't want to drive all the way to Charlotte. I'm going to spend so much time on 7 to 7 transportation again in traffic, or I'm going to pay $40. So it all depends on the time of the day you go to Freedom Drive. So I fought hard and got support from the Lake Norman Chamber. When they had their legislative meeting up in Raleigh, the first thing on the agenda was the Veteran Service Office. The town of Davidson and Davidson and Cornelius collaborated with me, and we built a coalition, the American Legion, and we pushed it to get a Veteran Service Office in Huntersville. It will open on January the 5th. The new VSO will be there full-time, Monday through Friday. We're looking at right now having a ribbon cutting for the new town hall on January 7th 7th or the 14th. But in doing that, we're going to tie in the Veteran Service Office during that ceremony.
Nice.
We have a big list of people that support this organization and this program to come to Huntersville. When you said game changer, it is going to be a game changer. being an elected official, we got to focus on how do we keep taxes low.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be so much untapped resources coming into our communities that's going to help with our sales tax because now you have veterans getting compensated or don't have to spend money for their kids' college.
Mm-hmm.
They can use that money for gas stations, grocery stores, the mom and pop shops. People don't look outside the box of how big this is going to be. You have veterans from Concord that may be coming to Huntersville, so now you have tax coming in, like the 1 cent sales tax. People say, oh, well, they're going to raise our taxes for 1 cent. Well, now you have people coming into your town, shopping in your local stores, going to your veteran service office. That's how big it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
But I was at a veterans coffee, Leah, past Friday, and about 60 veterans were at the coffee. And one of the main topics was, when are they going to open up the center? And they're very excited. And some of these people just would not ride to Charlotte to file a claim. And I probably talked about 8 people who say they're going to file a claim on day one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
And we have a VA hospital in Salisbury. Is that the closest?
Yeah, the VA hospital's in Salisbury and the VA clinic on Tyvola Road. And then they have a satellite clinic off of Harris Boulevard.
Okay. Right, because again, people move here for a lot of different reasons,
Yes.
but one of the most common reasons that we all moved here is because of the great health care.
Absolutely.
Novant, Atrium, we now have Duke Health. So getting everybody more in touch with the VA benefits here is just a part of all of that.
And some veterans, they can't afford insurance. So now once you get into the system, now you have health coverage. They just refuse to drive to Charlotte. And it is, it's huge. I'm excited about it. And as I think Nick Walsh was here a few weeks ago, and he said, I don't take credit for a lot of things. I just like to just serve and just do it. I don't have to receive credit for what I do, but I do it from my heart, though. And this is really from my heart.
Absolutely. And getting back to Bob McIntosh and the McIntosh Law Firm, we have always, from day one, provided a free first set of estate planning documents, a essential set, a will, powers of attorney, advance directive for veterans.
And something like that we can tie into once that office is open on January 5th, let them know about that service. Again, there's so many things that's going to.
Right.
Yeah.
We have an attorney, Louise Paglin, in our office that is the National Association of Elder Law Attorneys certified attorney. And she also specializes in veterans benefits. So again, just right, we have such a great community and so many resources, and we meet through the chamber, right?
Yes.
So let's pull it all in and bring it all together.
Right.
You know, it's through the chamber, and we've become friends. We've
Absolutely.
figured out how to help our businesses.
Yes.
The community is better off with all of us working together.
Together we serve.
I'm excited.
Yes. But Leah, it's been a pleasure
Thank
having you on the
you.
show today. My friend just smiling, like, and just, and when you say donate or give back, man, just again, I see it on your face. Mr. Bob McIntosh, he should be so happy to have you because you wanted to make sure that you said the positive things, the wonderful things about him, because he is a great man in our community.
That's
and I
easy.
think our Lake Norman Chamber going to be in excellent hands with you. So, Leah, I really appreciate you. Maybe we can have lunch one day soon, coffee, some
Absolutely,
caffeine.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we've always got something going on.
Always,
right? I am so excited about this region
Yes.
in 2026 and for the next 10 years, right? We've just got so many exciting things going on, and I'm glad
Absolutely.
you and I are going to be a part of it.
Yep. Well, thank you all out there in listener land. I'm Commissioner Edwin Quarles, and we had a special guest, Ms. Leah Trowbridge. We're on Thrive Here Live in the town of Huntersville.
Better than ever before. 1059 100.7 WSIC, Statesville, Mooresville, North Charlotte.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh